TSA officers, what's the craziest thing you've seen someone try to get through airport security? One day, I had a Chinese guy come through while I was operating the X-ray, and I saw his bag had a metal thermos full of liquid. If I had known what was inside, I would have gotten as far away as I could. I ended up checking the bag and telling him, either pour it out, drink it, or turf it. You can't bring it through. Being at the international terminal and Chinese tourists being our most common visitors by a long shot, it's often that there is a language barrier. I was fortunate enough that this wasn't the case with this passenger. He said in a very heavy Chinese accent, "Oh, okay, I'll pour it out." I pointed out the sink to him, and he left and came back. This dude came back, bottle still full of liquid. I said to him, "Sir, I told you to empty the bottle. Why is it still full? I can't open it. The lid is stuck." I tried opening it myself. No chance it was opening. It was like one of those lids that you can use as a cup. I told him, well, if you can't open it, you can't take it. So I threw it away. We rotate positions every 20 minutes to avoid fatigue, so I was on to the next position before the guy had the chance to argue with me. 15 minutes later, the dude is still hanging around asking for his thermos. I got one of our floaters, which is a guard who covers people when they need to be replaced for whatever reason, to cover me and approach the dude. I gave him a firm direction to leave and forget the idea of getting the bottle back. By this point, we are arguing. My team leader came over and said, "What is going on here? You have been dealing with this guy for like 30 minutes now." I told my team leader the situation and showed him the bottle. My team leader was always overly helpful with people, and he wanted to help this guy get his bottle back. He tried opening it, but it didn't budge. Then he had a light bulb moment. "Hey, I know. Why don't we gently tap the edge of the lid on the bench and see if we can loosen it that way?" I said it was up to him. What's the worst that could happen, right? So the team leader gently taps the bottle on the edge of the bench, when all of a sudden, there was this loud bang noise. I was directly in the line of fire of this lid, along with the entirety of its contents, all 1 liter of it. At first, I felt this massive pain in my pinky finger, where the lid had hit me square on my nail, and then the smell kicked in. The stuff that was inside this bottle had covered me from head to toe. It was under so much pressure that it even hit and covered the wall 2 meters behind me with a perfect outline of my body. I was heaving something ridiculous, and I left my position, turned around, and started throwing up in the bin. Then I ran to the men's restroom, heaving the whole way there, ripping my clothes off. By the time I reached the bathroom, I had removed as much clothing as I could before getting down to my underwear. I was in a frenzy trying to find a soap dispenser with soap in it, but not one had any. I had my face in the sink trying to wash whatever the hell this stuff was off of my face and the rest of my body and clothes. I get back to the screening point. The lane where it all happened was shut down entirely, and there were 4 cleaners there trying to clean the mess up. My boss sent me home without question. I spent hours trying to get the smell off me with different products. It just wouldn't go away. It took handfuls of washing powder to remove the smell from my body. The next morning I come to work and my manager says, "I heard about what happened to you. I can't believe it. That's disgusting." I asked what was it like off tea or coffee or something, and he says, "Oh, you don't know?" Then he started telling me what happened while I was absent. He said, after you ran to the bathroom, we kept the guy there and started questioning him, what he did to you and what was in that bottle. He told us he vomited in it. The guy had vomited into his thermos on his flight in. That wasn't even the craziest part. He flew in 6 weeks before, so the vomit was 6 weeks old. He forgot the bottle in his bag, which had obviously started to ferment or some shit, which ended up covering me head to toe.